18 minutes before we hit the top of the hour. We are still sitting right now at that 30-degree mark right here in Florida. Snow continues to fall. Looking out my tiny little envelope-sized porthole windows here in the K97 studio, and it's snowing down. And if you could see Joe Denim right now, he's acting like some meteorologist somewhere. He's just kind of doing the graphics, the hand graphics for snow coming down. He's doing the whole snow thing as best as he can with his. What hat is that? Good morning, man, by the way. How you doing? Red man. Oh, there you go. Well, trail, right? Right? There you go, buddy.
How's it going?
Is this snow? Is that what this is?
That's snow. I have a really bad off-color joke about snowflakes, but I'll tell you later.
What did she do this time?
Oh, I tell you what, she's back in business. She brought her friends.
I gotta love her and her jingle bells. Anyway, let's talk about Christmas time, man. We're at that time of the year. You know, it's that time. We got snow falling here. Now, you're originally from Ohio. You know, in case people don't know, that's Ohio. But Indiana, you live part of the time in Indiana as well. We know both those places get snow. What about Tennessee? You guys get a lot down there?
If they get a quarter of an inch down here, they just start driving into each other. They'll shut schools down over a quarter of an inch of snow, literally. There's hills down here and mountainous terrain, and they don't believe in salt, so it's horrible. It's the worst. If it snows in Tennessee, just stay in your house, seriously. Otherwise, it's like 75 wrecks in a minute. It's so dumb.
See, now up here in Iowa, and you know, you make Iowa kind of your third home, actually, because you're here so often. But you know, up here in Iowa, you know, we get if we get a foot of snow, we still have everybody driving in it. People going to work. People, you know, schools might be delayed. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I understand down in Tennessee where you don't get it as frequently as we do here in Iowa and the northern Midwest states. It's expensive to maintain the equipment when you don't use it very often. I get that. I understand that. But holy smoke, man, we just laugh up here in Iowa when we hear you say they basically shut the state down if you guys get a quarter of an inch of snow, because quarter of an inch, that's like we'll take a quarter of an inch in July. That'd be nothing to us.
Yeah, well, they start raiding all of the Logan's Roadhouse restaurants for all their salt shakers, so they have enough to put down. That's their plan. So the salt you get at Logan's is the same they put on the streets down here. I'm not kidding. It's so silly. But I've got a four-wheel drive. I've had a four-wheel drive since I was, 7, and I always will have a four-wheel drive. So when it does that, we just go out and drive around the crashes, literally drive around the crashes.
In case you didn't know, Joe was the first 9-year-old that drove the Indy 500. So that's why he's had his license since he was 7. He's had a four-wheel drive since he was 7.
Yeah, I was so young driving that pace car that there was a set of boobs on the front of the car, and they weren't painted on. They were just there, chasing like, milk. Go around in a circle.
That was your energy to keep going, man. So, okay, when it comes to your pets now, like Sam, what does Sam do when it snows? I mean, does he go outside? Does he enjoy it at all?
Sam loves the snow. He absolutely loves the snow. He likes to eat the snow. He tries. In fact, Nashville actually wanted to hire him to help clean the streets because he eats so much snow. That was their backup plan to the Logan Salt. No, he loves snow. He hates rain. Doesn't like rain, but he loves snow. So,
snow's rain's a little different feel than snow. Snow coming down, all comfortable, that kind of thing. With his fur being, primarily dark and black and the whole works, I can just picture Sam when he shoves his face in the snow. He probably looks like Al Pacino in Scarface when he put his face in that whole bowl of Coke. He came up and he's just all white.
Yeah, looks more like Richard Pryor at a meet and greet, but yeah, same thing.
Don't light him on fire now. What are you doing?
Yeah, don't light him on fire. Yeah, but no. I was having this conversation last night. Like, it's 46 and sunny and beautiful here. Does it feel like Christmas up there? Because it doesn't feel like Christmas here this year. What happened?
I don't know, brother. I've had more people say to me, and I feel the same way. And I come from a family where we love Christmas. My mother and father, I mean, I'm the youngest of 10, as you know, so we didn't have a lot of money, but mom and dad always made Christmas special and wonderful. As a matter of fact, not many people know this. My mother passed away on Christmas Day, actually, on Christmas Day 2017. So this year will be 5 years. And yes, it's hard to get through the holiday, knowing that, because mom used to come to my house with me and my kids every year for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
before we get together with the rest of my siblings and so forth. But me and my family look at it a different way too. We look at it as, God called her home at that time because she honored and celebrated his birthday so very, very, incredibly every year, and remembered it every year, that he said, hey, look, I'm going to bring you home on that day so you can see what a real Christmas has been like, and that kind of thing. So we look at it from the positive side, obviously. But having said all that, man, me being a Christmassy type person, I've been watching more Christmas movies, more classic Christmas TV episodes than ever before because I love them. But I'm trying to get myself into the jolly spirit here. And everybody I talk to is like, man, it just doesn't feel like Christmas this year.
Well, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is in the movie theaters again, right? It's a Wonderful Life is in the movie theaters because it turned 75 this year. I mean, there's every opportunity to be festive, but I got to be honest, and I love Christmas too, but it just doesn't feel like Christmas this year.
Yeah,
I don't know what's up.
I'm with you, man. I've got Christmas decorations out in my house, but this will be the first year that I don't actually have a tree up in my entire life.
Really?
I would have had to move stuff around, and I was lazy. I didn't want to do that. I would have had to have, moved a love seat over here.
So are you a real tree guy or a plastic guy?
Real tree camel Christmas? No, that's
yeah.
No, I'm more of the artificial guy. And now to my defense, so to speak, that's another reason why I don't have a tree up per se. Number one, it's just me. Number two, I went to get my tree out this year and I realized, I forgot. Last year when I was taking it down, I accidentally broke the tree stand. I don't want to run out and buy any tree stand. So I'll just put everything else out with the exception of the tree.
Yeah, just get one of those air fresheners from Walgreens or AutoZone, hang there, and be like, we are cutting back this year.
Hey, man, those can duplicate as mistletoe too.
Yeah, they smell like pine cones too.
Well, so did my ex mother-in-law. That's a whole other thing. Anyway,
I know, but I didn't want to bring that up today. But
why? She asked about you anyway.
Yeah. I tell you, that sandwich she made. Whoo! Tell you what.
Oh boy.
When she said you're having a foot long, I'm like, okay. And then
she was actually great.
We can talk about something else if you want.
No, that's all right. That's all right, man. That's cool. I mean, because you're 100% right. I didn't realize it had stretched clear down to Tennessee. I thought it was just maybe us here in Central Iowa that are sitting here going, is it really Christmas? Is it really December 15th right now? Are we really in that season?
Yeah. Or is it here? What is happening? I don't know. Maybe it's because we've all been home for a couple of years. Maybe things have changed since the pandemic. When everybody just sat at home. Maybe I don't know. I just don't know.
That's some serious analysis on your part. You put a lot into that.
I think about these things. I know I'm I'm good looking and talented, but I'm also pretty smart. There's a lot of times when I just reflect about things.
Strike three. Good looking.
Yeah. Anyway,
smart. Okay.
I don't know.
I'm glad you look at those perspective on things though, because that helps us out. When you and I talk, I know. Look, here's the thing. I know when I get a text from you, it's either going to be something off the wall, disgusting, and pornographic that no human being should ever see, or it's going to be something philosophic, like you just said. So
look, I'm running out of people to send that kind of stuff to. So consider yourself lucky.
Do me a favor, run out of me, will you?
Oh my God, there's the song, "Run Out of Me."
Oh, huh?
I'm out of patience. I'm out of time. Do me a favor, run out of me. I'm over it.
I'm out of patience. I'm out of time. No more porno on the phone line. Run out of me.
Yeah. The lotion's gone dry, or something like that. So
bottle's empty.
Yeah. Bottle's empty. Hit the store. That kind of thing. Look, I got a jingle in my head. Maybe it could be a Christmas song. Run out of me.
Santa, in my stocking, bring me some more. The lotion is gone.
Yes, I like almond scented. If you're asking, something like that. Make it real personal for the kids.
Oh, dude, speaking of, this is kind of a whole different thing, but this is how you and I are. We go from talking about how it's not Christmassy feeling to talking about this kind of stuff. But I have a bottle of hand soap in my bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And I like have you seen the foam kind where it's liquid in the bottom, but when you pump it, it becomes foam on your hand?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my youngest daughter got me hooked on those, and I like the foam kind, right? So I gotten some, I don't know, a few months back, and I'd stored up, a few bottles, and I went to replace the one that was empty here the other day, and I put a new one out, and I used it obviously, and I thought, man, alive, that is some of the best smelling stuff I've ever smelled. It's like sugar cookie, and so now I'm like washing my hands every 15 minutes just to have that sugar cookie smell on
And
my hands.
that's not even putting you in the festive Christmas mood.
It's not, man.
Man,
what's it gonna take?
I don't know. That's the question. We got to figure this out. Maybe some of the people will let us know. Maybe they can say, how do you get in the Christmas spirit, and how can Darren and I get in? I want to be in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, so why, man? I miss it. I miss that feeling, that energy, that excitement that I get every year, and I just haven't felt that yet this year. I don't know. I mean, life is what it is. We're all going through hard times. We're all being mandated to pay more for everything that we do, everything from gas to electricity to food in our home. We're all paying more, so we're all in the same boat, so to speak. But It just seems like this year, man, it's hard to even find that niche of going, okay, all right, it's the season. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy. Let's remember the reason for the season. Let's let's be festive in the whole works. It's just not there.
Now, the backside of it is maybe just you and I are so happy and jovial and festive all year long. It's just another day for us because we're always so happy and festive. Maybe.
I'll remember that the next time I take my 4 antidepressants every night. That
You've got antidepressants and cookie-smelling hand soap at homes. What more can a guy want? Nothing's working. Oh, man.
Well, I couldn't help it. Giuseppe, my guy that I meet down on the corner for those antidepressants, he had a special going on, so I bought 4.
No, the question is, can you use hand lotion on other parts of your body too, or do you have to have? I've noticed like leg lotion. There's people that have, and then there's face lotion and finger lotion and cuticle lotion and elbow lotion and weenus. You can put lotion on your weenus.
Dude, okay. Now you've planted a thought in my head because I'm going to be sitting bored out of my skull, and I'm going to think, I wonder how this stuff would work on my feet.
Will hand lotion work on your feet? I don't know.
Nice. And I'm going to try it, and it's going to lock up and be like cement because it's not the right part of the body.
You'll put hand lotion on your foot, you'll wake up, there'll be a glove on it. You're like, ah!
Down there with the circular sander trying to get that stuff off. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. I have other thoughts, but I'll save those for later.
Great. I'm going to get more text. That's what I need.
Here's a photo of what I was thinking.
And you're right. It did cement up. Look at that.
Yeah, look at it.
Get that off.
Oh, did you hear that Celine Dion's got stiff person disease?
What?
Yeah, it makes her grunt and groan in the morning, and she said getting out of bed's a hassle. And they named it it's very, very rare, and apparently just Canadians get it, but it's called stiff person disease. Yeah.
You're kidding.
And it affects the way she sings. She can't sing like she used to, and she's really sad to let us know that news, but she has stiff person disease.
Is this kind of like, last year we learned a brand new weather term up here in Iowa called a derecho.
A derecho?
A derecho, yeah. You didn't hear about what we went through a couple of times?
No, what's a derecho?
Oh, dude. When we get done, Google that bad boy. Derecho.
Well, I googled stiff person disease, and I'll tell you that was about 6 hours of fun.
Yeah,
hence the Anyway, what's a derecho?
That's because you Googled stiffpersondisease.com, not .org.
I think it was .org.
Yeah, I don't think it was if you got other things, but anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
So a derecho is a weather thing. Dude, I have lived in Iowa my entire existence. Had never heard of a derecho. No Iowans had. And then about a year and a half ago, we had our very first one, which is like this enormous straight line gust winds that are like a tornado, but a tornado isn't physically present. And so the winds just tear things apart. Well, last December at this same time, in Iowa, we had another derecho come through. I mean, Cedar Rapids had like 140 mile an hour winds. I mean, it was awful. And then what they do is they tend to spark off storms like thunderstorms and tornadoes and things like that. You have to look that up, dude. We'd never heard of such a thing up until a couple of years ago.
And how do you pronounce it?
Derecho.
Derecho. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I've always heard it. So I hope that's right.
I
Derecho.
met it. I met a kid the other day, and he said his name was Nathan, like Jason and Nathan kind of mixed together. And I'm like, I've never heard the name Nathan. And I thought, well, just like you in radio, you try to use the person's name, to get it ingrained in your head so you don't forget. So I'm like, he just kept saying, my name's Nathan. And he's talking away, and I'm like, Nathan, is that like Jason or Nathan? He goes, no, it's Nathan. I said, oh, Nathan, no kidding. Well, it's nice to meet you. He goes, seriously? His name was Nathan. His name was Nathan. He just had a Derecho. He had a thing where I thought he said Nathan, and I repeated it back, and it got me in trouble.
Oh, see, yeah, don't pronounce somebody's name wrong, man.
Nathan.
Oh my goodness.
He said, seriously?
You'll catch the people's wrath.
Seriously? I'm like, oh, sorry.
No. Hey, slow on the uptake. No Christmas spirit, remember?
Derecho, the ratio. I was like gone there with that. Sorry, that took me a second to get there.
Nathan, that got you.
Nathan, seriously?
Nathan, yeah, I got you.
Sorry. Yep, that's what's been going on in my world.
So what's Christmas looking to be like at the Denim house?
Well, the tree's up. We got the tree up. I'm gonna stay in Nashville for Christmas this year. The last time we stayed in Nashville, we had the bombing. We got blown out of bed in the morning with a bomb going off. So I'm wondering what's going to be in store this year. But this will be the second Christmas I've spent in Nashville. We've been traveling so much. I'm tired of traveling. I want to just wake up in my own bed, look out my own window.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be fun. I might fire up some brisket. A little brisket action. Deer. We've been getting a lot of deer, so might have some deer. Nothing like eating reindeer on Christmas. That kind of thing.
Very celebratory. Just like I saw you helping make cookies. That was neat. That was typical.
Yeah. Did you like that?
That was good. Man.
Yeah, I lasted about one cookie, and then they were like, get out. Just don't.
You need to go.
Yeah. So that was fun, but yeah, that's it's just gonna be low key. And maybe that's why it's not a big to do this year. Maybe that's why it's not Christmas. It's just low key.
And you said you're at 46 degrees right now.
46 with a chance of Evan Williams eggnog later.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. If you have that, the Evans Williams eggnog you have up there.
We've got. I'm not going to knock any other dairy or anything delivered up here, but Anderson Erickson eggnog. Anderson Erickson is a dairy company up here in Des Moines, our capital city. Their eggnog is the absolute best you're ever going to find. It is it's over the top incredible.
Is it utterly unbelievable?
Utterly.
Yeah.
Yes. Utterly. Yes.
Utterly.
Yes. Very much utterly.
Yeah.
They actually make a thing called, they have their eggnog, which comes in a pint carton or pint carton. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Quart carton. And then they take that and they mix it with like 1% milk of their 1% milk, and they call it milk nog. And they put that in half a gallon container. So you can have the full-blown, fully leaded eggnog, or you can have milk nog.
Okay, I've never heard of milk nog, but I've been drinking that Evans Williams eggnog. It's like a whiskey eggnog and coffee. And the best way to do it is you take your coffee, you dump it in the cup, then you get the eggnog out, and you dump the coffee out, and just fill it up with whiskey eggnog. It tastes really good.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like quite the creation.
You know how like you get that coffee residue that's still in a cup, that just that hint, so you don't feel like a loser at 12 in the morning,
Yeah, 12 in the morning. Yeah. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, this is delicious.
So Evan Williams, is that like Bob Evans macaroni and cheese? Bob Evans Williams has whiskey nog?
Yeah, it's like Evan and Jared, but it's Evan and Williams, and it's like a knockoff of Jack Daniels. It's a Kentucky version of Jack Daniels. It's like the if you order Jack Daniels on Wish, you get Evan Williams. But it's so fantastically delicious.
Well, if you're ever down in that area, then you need to try some Evan Williams whiskey nog or whatever the heck.
You know what? I think they should make Evan Williams hand lotion. Is
it good? Is it only for the hands though? That's what you need to figure out.
Yeah. It's just it didn't come in handy. It's the handy lotion.
Hey, brother, we got to get you out of here. I know you're busy as heck sitting there in your truck, but let's run down some comments real quick. Hey, Stumpy says good morning. Good morning to you too, Stumpy.
Good morning, Stumpy.
Sarah, good morning to our two favorite funny guys. Joe, Ron, and I say please hurry up and come back to Iowa. Yes, you need to, man. We can't wait to see you again. Love you guys. Have a Merry Christmas. Sarah,
Do
you
you
and
think?
Ron.
Do you think Sarah and Ron would come out and see us if we came back to Iowa?
Oh, I think Sarah and Ron would be the first ones to buy tickets. Are you kidding?
You think they'd tell their friends?
Well, I don't know if they do that, if they go that far, but I think they'd be the first ones to buy tickets.
All right, next question. That was close.
Teresa says, good morning, everyone. Thanks for the laughs. Thank you. Much appreciated. You're both very smart. Well, I don't know about that. But,
thank you. No, we need to take that as it's not just us. Thank you, Teresa, for saying that. We are very smart, not just talented and good looking. Okay, next.
None of the above. So
I'm learning how to take compliments better, Darren.
Are you really?
I'm trying.
So that self-help, Matt Foley class is working for you then?
Yeah, books on tape. Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah,
Kitty says, hey, Darren and Joe. Hey, Kitty. How you doing there, sisters?
What up, Kitty? Oh,
Dano, go to Des Moines and watch Mrs. Claus.
What is that? What is that? Do I know this? What is the lumberyard?
Yeah. Well, hey, I'll tell you what, brother. The next time you're up here in Iowa, I'll take you to the lumberyard. I'll drop you off, and I'll pick you up when you're ready to come home. How about that?
Do they play the are they like Trans-Siberians, or what are they up there?
Yes, I'm sure Mrs. Claus probably does a lot to Trans-Siberian Orchestra at the lumberyard. Yes, I'm sure she does.
I had no idea. I've lived in Iowa all these years. I didn't know it existed. We're going next time.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now that is the next goal for you and I. The next time you're in Iowa, I am taking you by the lumberyard. I'm not going in, but I'll take you by. Dude, those days are well past me.
I went into a joint the other day named Pecker's, thinking it was a chicken joint, and it wasn't.
That's your own fault, man.
Yeah. If you guys see a bar or a club named Pecker's with a lot of cool lights, it is not a chicken shack. All right.
You're the same guy, though, that said you saw that flashing neon light that said cat house, and you thought, well, Sam could use a friend. Let me go buy one.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's not what it turned out to be. So.
Not even close. So the lumberyard, we're going. Chopping wood down at the lumberyard.
Yes. We got to make sure A1 comes because we're going to need some bodyguard for that kind of thing. But anyway.
Oh, wow.
Teresa, put it on your feet and then put on your socks. Keeps your feet nice and soft. It sounds like Vicks Vapor Rub to me. There's my daughter, your niece, morning homies. Oh
yeah.
That's an M and not an RN. I thought.
Good to see Ireland Jade.
I thought it said something else. Diane, try Christian Brothers eggnog. Delicious. Never tried that, Diane. I've always been an AE eggnog guy myself. But what's up, Eric? How you doing there, brother? Let's see. Michael, welcome back. Joe from us at Decker. Always good to listen to you. Yeah, just Joe, not anybody else.
Where's Decker?
Decker's one of our truck lines here in Fort Dodge. Big. They go. I mean, they're all over the continent, dude.
Would they drive us down to the lumberyard?
I'll bet Michael would. Yeah, I'll bet if we asked Michael, he would. Doggone
road trip. I'll honk the horn. I want to go to the lumberyard and just ask them if they got any wood. You know?
Hey. Oh, dude. Trust me, you won't have to ask. The minute you walk in, that's all you're going to see. All right? That's all you're going to see.
What is it, a dude joint or is it a chick joint?
You know what? I will take you by there the next time you're in Iowa.
Okay. We'll have to hit a Casey's on the way.
Okay, yeah, Casey's and Lumberyard. They go hand in hand. Weenus's and Lumberyard.
Hey, we'll hit a Casey's on the way and we'll hit a come and go on the way out. To the lumberyard it is. Woo!
Oh, sorry. Man, the lumberyard, they're going to end up closing down when we leave there, dude. That's not even fair. It's been a long time Iowa establishment now. Doggone it. Weenus's and lumberyard, I wonder about you guys. Yeah, bug. So many people.
I'm going to walk in singing I'm All Out of Me because I'll have it written by then. I swear to God.
Hey, my oldest daughter, Davy, says, can't let Iowa be the favorite. Good morning, crazies. Well, good morning to you too, sissy.
What's up, woman?
Yeah, that's my oldest. We can take the stuff. Oh, and I see, there you go. Take the Stumpy bus to the lumberyard. Oh, my goodness.
What could possibly go right?
We can all jump in Joe's bus and go, hey, we don't need to now, Dano. We've got a Stumpy bus. See, Dan, you started this whole lumberyard thing, man, so you have to come along. You are responsible for all of that.
Dan, you're driving. And
No.
We don't want Dan to drive?
No.
Why?
No,
Is
no,
he a
no,
bad
no.
driver?
No, no, just trust me on that one. Just like you got to trust me on the lumberyard itself, all right? Just trust me on
Okay.
the general thing.
Sorry, Dan.
Oh my goodness. Well, we got a plan for when you get to Iowa next. This ought to be a good time. The state,
Yeah.
If the state authorities weren't looking for before that, they will definitely be that evening and after. Oh,
I think
without a
we
doubt.
need to have a powwow down at the lumberyard, and we'll figure all this out.
Dude, you're going to get a lot of powwow when you walk into the lumberyard. So don't worry.
I'm gonna need some powwowing, heavy on the pow. You know,
You're gonna need bail money too. So just make
Dude,
sure that you are fully stocked.
Off air, when you get 5 minutes in your spare time before the antidepressants, you need to call me, and I have to tell you about my adventure at Peckers, because this is a thing. And I'm telling you, it could not have been more out of a Joe Denim movie than what went down at Peckers.
Dude, your whole life is a movie. They just haven't made it yet, you know?
Dude, it totally is. I've been saying that everywhere I go.
You and I have been like brothers for like 9 years now, and every single time I see you, get a message from you, see anything you post on Facebook, it's literally like watching the next episode in a long-running series that you're hoping will just end one of these days, please.
I know. I say, try being me for a day. Seriously. The stuff that happens, I just go, okay.
Dude,
all right.
I wasn't kidding. If you remember, you posted that a couple of months ago. You said, somebody should try being me for a day. And I said, dude, you don't even want to be you for a day. Why would anybody else want to be you?
I know. But, we'll talk more about this. I'm starting to miss Iowa. I have a craving to come back to Iowa. So we'll talk about lumberyard.
You need to. Yes. And that will be the meeting point right there. One more thing, Darren, this is a mess. I'll start raising bail money for all of you. Yes, Sissy, please do that. Fundraiser for bail, selling whiskey nog. Oh, there you go.
Whiskey nog. We need a tip jar. I said tip with a TIP. We need a tip jar for bail money. It's kind of like GoFundMe for Joe and Darren's adventure at the lumberyard.
Yeah, and Dan comes back and says, Joe on the shower stage. Can't wait. You got to remember, though, the shower stage at the lumberyard, though, brother, is hand lotion. So
how about this on a parting note? Let's dress up like we're gone to the Home Depot. Our tool belts, our chaps, our ball caps on backwards, and let's stroll in to the lumberyard and just see what's up. We could even take a tape measure.
Oh, you don't want to do that, because then you're gonna get a lot of arguments going on, and accuracy and the whole works.
Yeah, I want to take a 7-Up can and a tape measure and say, listen, what aisle is the cleanup in? That kind of. We should go to the lumberyard.
Dude, if you're gonna wear your leather tool belt, you're gonna look like you have a saddle on already. So don't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
I'm gonna wear a tool belt with an S-wing hammer dangling from the side.
Jeez. We are in trouble. Hence the reason why my daughter's raising bail money already. It's going to take a lot.
I'll be good. I'll see you later.
Hey, my brother. Merry Christmas to you and the rest
of the
Denims. Love you all. Miss you guys. And we'll see you at the lumberyard here very soon.
I'll be the guy in the corner in the trench coat, keeping to myself.
And that's the scary thought. You'll be to yourself. See you, buddy. Oh, you see why I can't take him anywhere? That's exactly why. Anyway, yes, Joe Denim, another Iowa Tennessee connection. How do you even come out of that kind of thing? How do you even? I don't even know how to finish the last 55 minutes of the morning train now. But hey, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna roll into the 9 o'clock time. Stay right here on the best ride of the day. It is the morning train. It is only on K97. I'm out.